Hello guys, welcome back to AWM FX. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, no matter where you are. Hopefully you guys are doing great, in good health. Take care of yourself, please. And of course, good wealth. You're earning a lot of money from the market. So today I'm going to share a very simple yet uh, easy and highly profitable setup using supply and demand together with SSR, that is a significant support and resistance. Right. So let me draw a bit about this setup. It's actually very, very simple. So first of all, let's assume that we have a downtrend. All right. A downtrend. All right. So what happened was that the price is moving in range. Suddenly it's moving in range. It does not. Okay. At this point, a lot of people will ask, how many times of rejection or rebound does it count? It does not matter. Sometimes it may go for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It does not matter. The important is that this part over here, all right, is moving in range. All right, it's moving in range. So what happened was that when the price break this area, all right, when the price, sorry for that, let me draw again, come down, and then yes. So what happens is that when the price break this area, okay, you must take a look at this zone over here, right? This green line. So first of all, there has to be something suspicious. Every time when I speak about suspicious, I believe you guys that have been following me for quite some time know what I mean by suspicious. It's a fresh supply or demand zone, or maybe it's a double Maru King, or maybe it's a Q, this one called what, MPL, maximum pain level over here. So you have to be suspicious. You have to know what is happening, because if you look, okay, if you look back, there might be some rejection before. All right, there might be some rejection before. So this is a very qualified SSR, significant support and resistance. So what you're expecting is that the price comes back down to this area, all right, reject, and then continue with the downtrend. Means that this is actually the turning point, all right, turning point. So before that, the most important thing is that if possible, this movement, all right, this movement, if it does not only break this area, if it broke the high over here, this high, right, that will be even perfect. So that when the price comes back down, this is what we know that the price is continuing going uptrend. All right. So this line, the green line, is what we call as SSR, because there is a lot of support and resistance, and also your entry point will be your suspicious area. If it's a zone, it's a demand zone in this case, then your demand zone is the entry point. All right. If it's a king, then the lower part of the king is the entry point. Of course, when I speak about this, a lot of people, they will put exactly at this zone. So I would advise that you guys get your stop loss a bit high, lower. You have to add on some stop loss because of spread. Not only that, because sometimes it might due to the news. All right, the news might hit and the spread widen. So it's very, very dangerous, and you'll be very, very disappointed, because sometimes you are stopped out, then only the price continue going the position, the direction that you want it to be. All right, so this is for a buy trade. Of course, sell trade, for sell trade, problem, just invert the scale. It's exactly the same. All right, exactly the same. Make sure be on the left hand side there is some resistance in this case, or maybe sometimes it might be a support previously. I do not know, sorry. Maybe there's a, okay, some support over here. As long as this area is a very, very strong SSR. So if you look at the price will reject a lot of time. So break, if possible, break this point. All right, then there is something suspicious, then the supply zone will be your entry point. All right, so let me show you in a chart form exactly this kind of setup I saw just now. All right, so what happened here was that if you look at it properly, the price moved down. All right, the price moved down in a very slow higher high, higher low. Then what happened was that the price is moving in a form. You see that there's a lot of rejection, along this line, right? A lot of rejection. So once the price break this area, all right, price break this area. So of course, for this example, it does not break this zone. So if it does break this zone over here, this high over here, it is even perfect. So in this case, it does not. So once the price break, it will come back down to this area before it continues uptrend. All right, continue uptrend. So for confirmation, how do you do for confirmation? There are a lot of ways of confirmation. So for me, one of my way is that I like to switch to a lower time frame to make sure that there is a zone there. There is a zone there. So if you look at it, okay, if you look at this setup over here, yeah, after I have changed it, it does look better, correct? But the problem is that this area, if I put a line, all right, that is the two head over here is going out, all right, or maybe three. It is okay for that. It is okay for that, all right? Because if after I put this line, if you look to the left, we see that there is a lot of rejection. Very obvious rejection. A rejection again. Can you see? So you have to be suspicious about this zone over here, right? The zone that break the SSR, right? So where do you place your entry? It will be over here, right? The open of the candle to the lower part of the candle, all right? And then, of course, you must add some of your spread. So if you have something like this, there is another doji behind, you might add on to that just a bit more, right? Just a bit more. So this is your reference of entry. Add on a bit, then the price touch, and then continue going uptrend. So this is a very simple setup. Risk and reward is also very, very nice, right? Very nice risk and reward, right? So hopefully you guys learn a few tips or tricks about trading this kind of setup. Always repeat this sentence again and again. Okay, always buy at a demand that break SSR, or sell at a supply that breaks SSR. That is the best setup. Actually, that is the best setup, right? So if you are suspicious about a lot of things, always put a horizontal line, all right? And then just move around with your line to see where is the rejection is, right? There might be a few price that protrude out. It does not matter, right? It does not matter. Remember, this is not engineering. This is trading. Don't have to be too accurate, all right? You have to know price, not always the accurate, all right? Sometimes it might go out a bit. Yeah, the biggest problem for me as a newbie is that I always thought that it has to be like engineering precise. No, in fact, I have to be imaginary. All right, I'm not artistic. I'm not artist, but I have to have a good imagination so I can imagine all these kind of patterns. All right, so hopefully you guys can see the similarity between both of these. All right, so this is a very nice risk reward ratio trade. And of course, that's all from me today. So hopefully you guys enjoy the videos. And if you like it, please do give me a like. And do subscribe to the channel. All right, so see you guys then. Trade safe. Bye.